Congressman Steve Buyer spent more than 18 years serving Indiana's 4th Congressional District. In late January of 2010, he announced that he would not be seeking another term because his wife was diagnosed with a serious illness.
As News Channel 18's Joe LePage shows us in part 1 of our series, Out of Office on the Record, the former congressman says he isn't ruling out a return to public office.
For approaching 30 years, I had the honor to wear Hold on a second.
January 29th, 2010. An emotional day for now former Congressman Steve Buyer. He served the Lafayette area and the rest of District 4 for 18 years. But after his wife Joni was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and doctors told her she had to de-stress her life, Buyer says he knew his next move was leaving office.
And the ones who really help keep it in balance are the spouses. And so it was only fair and right to do that for Joni.
Buyer told me his wife has been in remission for more than 6 months and she's doing well. The announcement of Buyer's resignation raised some eyebrows because of a story that aired on CBS 2 months earlier.
How can you not know where the $25,000 came from?
Seriously, I don't recall.
4 days before his tearful announcement, the group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington filed a complaint against Buyer. The complaint focused on the money donated to a fund Buyer started called the Frontier Foundation. Buyer said the foundation's goal was to provide scholarships. Crew's stance was that Buyer, quote, used the charity to foot golf fundraisers at exclusive resorts where he hobnobs with corporate donors. The complaint was thrown out by the Congressional Ethics Committee. The former congressman says the story that aired on CBS was the idea of network anchor Katie Couric.
If you think Katie Couric had an opportunity to stick me, would she? Absolutely.
Congressman Buyer says the two events aren't related and he leaves office with a clear conscience. He says he does have one regret. He says he was working on legislation that would help track pharmaceutical drugs from the manufacturer to the retail aisle.
This hopefully save lives. And I didn't get it done before I left, and it's probably one of my regrets that I couldn't get it done.
While serving in office, Buyer continued to serve his country for more than 29 years as part of the U.S. Army Reserve. He retired September 16, 2010. Gary Steinhardt is the Tippecanoe County Veterans Council president. He says Buyer used his military background to the advantage of vets.
On balance, I think we did reasonably well. Did we get everything? Absolutely not. Would I have done it differently, and how? But looking at it in terms of the actual things that were accomplished, we did reasonably well.
Former Congressman Buyer is leaving political office, but he'll still be working. Buyer is opening up a private law practice in both Indianapolis and in Virginia. When asked about a possible return to office, he didn't rule it out.
I've learned by a lot of my colleagues, never say never. I leave with great satisfaction.
In part 2 of our series, Out of Office on the Record, Congressman Buyer tells us how he really feels about that CBS story that highlighted his involvement with the Frontier Foundation.
In politics, we call that hatchet job. That's what that was.